2019. So welcome to my channel. We'll just do an audio check and we'll start the review for today. Just a sec, guys. I think audio check will happen. So yeah, I think the show guys had to do entertainment task for two reasons. One, to monetize on the performers. Second, they also have taken an enormous music license so that these performers can perform on. So to make use of that, the audio is working fine. So these guys have taken licenses. See, because for dance you need music, and music comes with licenses. For singing, you need license. If you're singing some song which is someone else's and it's televised, it has to have a music license for it. So currently there are two performers. There is Neelam, who performs, who's a dancer who performs on Bhojpuri North Indian songs. Then there is Aves, who's also a performer who dances on a lot of variety of songs. And Amal, who has his own music, he sings, he makes. There are a lot of things he sings, someone else's tune, this and that he does. So for that, you need to take a lot of licenses. Also, these are performers. So that's why Bigg Boss thought maybe most of them might not survive the mid-season. So Bigg Boss thought, let's make the use of these performers, because one is a great singer, one is an item number dancer, performer from North who's very famous, and there is one more a guy who's a social influencer who's made his name and fame through dancing with so many celebrities. So I think to monetize on that fact, these guys are doing what they have to. So yeah, that's why the entertainment task was started in. So the first performance that we had was so the initial performance started with Zishan. He had become Anna 24 Ghante Chokanna, but he was looking, mutton katne wala bhaiya. He was looking like a mutton katne wala bhaiya. He was not looking like an Anna or 24 Ghante wala Chokanna. What he tried to derive, it was nowhere there. If he would have worn something white, he would have looked like a South Indian Anna, but he was wearing entire black. So I think he was looking like a Kasai, for me. Then we had Neelam performing. So Neelam does great dance. We could see she was enjoying every bit of it. But what I missed is that I think the song choice which was made was not very specific. Matlab, I felt is that maybe a lot of people in the north would know it, but people like me, who's a South Indian or a Mumbai guy, are not aware of that song. So I didn't think that song did justice to a dance number. Okay, so I felt there was somewhere a miss to it. Just a sec, guys. Mama, जोड़ो आवाज भरपूर. हाँ. So that was something which was there. And then after Neelam, there was Amal, who had come and who did his sequence. She is a great singer, right? So Neelam did justice to her dance, but the song choice was not great. Amal is a great singer. Most of the time, he does a lot of comedy. He has great timing. Now, between all of this, what I felt is that somewhere Amal had to create this verse, which is a roasting kind of a song. So he did what he could do. He did a good timing on a lot of people. I think he had some good, what do you say in song? Some good hooks. Like he said, Nana, Nana, Natalia, sabko tune pata liya. That was a good hook. There was multiple hooks like this, which was nice and good. So I think he did his justice to this. But I think he is a great singer, and he performs well when he has to sing, or when his comedy timing is very genuine. When he has to perform in specific, like a roasting kind of a thing, I think somewhere it was a little 1920, not 2020. Samal did his performance very well. Then we had Mr. Praneeth. Now Praneeth was not to be seen. He was actually a no show in the last 10 days for me. So on this performance, he could perform much better. Pranit is a guy who can perform well when he performs, which is so Pranit did his performance there. Pranit did his performance very well. Had to roast 5 people who he did not like in the house, and Pranit went with this strong feeling that he doesn't like Farana, he doesn't like Konika ji, he doesn't like Tanya, he doesn't like Nial, and then he doesn't like, I think the fifth one was Zishan Bhai. So I think he didn't like most of the girls, and I thought this if the fifth one will also be a girl, he doesn't like girls at all. I felt, but eventually he did not like Zishan Bhai also. So I was thinking somewhere Praneeth is a guy who's not taking stand amongst the big boys, but he did take a stand among the boys, but he took a stand among a small boy, which is Zishan Bhai. Okay. So let's come to what he started to say to Farhana, which was fun and amazing. He said that Farhana was one of the contestants who did not even last a 24 hours, 18 hours, and she was out. And with doing this phase, everybody who was sleeping inside had an issue of bed bugs. And to get rid of bed bugs, they requested everybody to get the bed bugs out, and Bigg Boss got it cleared and actually got the real bed bug, which is Farhana inside the house. Now the only problem with the bed bugs is the bed bugs normally bite you at the night time, but Farhana is the one who's is going to constantly eat your head entire day. Yeah, and I think there were other funny jokes. See, when I'm saying all this, there were many funny jokes which he said, which were good timing. Everything was great. He also said that he felt little unfair or little jealous over the fact that he wanted to sleep next to a swimming pool. Or he wanted his bed or bed sheet or the bedroom near to a swimming pool, but he felt jealous and unfair because Basir did that to Farhana and he did not get the opportunity. So that was, in terms of his timing and everything, it was great. So, and then he also said that that Farhana is a piranha, and a piranha can only survive with the sharks. Is why Gaurav got her inside. So I think it was funny. In Hindi, it was great. In English, when I'm saying it is going to be a little off, but the language has its own melody, fit in, comedy timing. I think that is what sets them apart. So I think that whatever he spoke about Farhana was good and fun. Then for Konika, I think obviously when you start, you are always powerful. You want to do a great performance at the beginning of the show. So that's what he did. So Farhana was good. Konika ji was little here and there, but I think he had a good one-liners. Yeah, he said that she wants to be mother of everybody. We do consider her as a mother, but now she wants to be mother of only two people, which are the two favorites, which is Tanya and Neelam. Then he also said that now she's become our Sauteli Ma, and then she's come in this show. Rather than coming in this show, she should have gone to a Chardham, but she's come in this show getting her Aadhaar card to play the age card, which she normally says that you're talking to me, I'm like your mother and this and that, which she normally does. And he also said that Kunika ji has so much of experience, but her experience is much more than Ashnur's overall age. But what is the use of such an experience? She couldn't win a task with fairness, with an experience of such a great, with an experience much higher than Ashnur. She couldn't win a task with fairness in front of an Ashnur. This is what was a hitter, which he did hit well, and I think he did justice to whatever he had to say. Then he went to Tanya and he said that Tanya is a girl, no one would want to get married because to get married to a girl like this, I think the boys would prefer to choose the other gender. Then he said that Tanya is the one who's got one card in the house because you couldn't get other cards, so she made sure she gets a victim card in the house. And this, so it was very fun for but this like Praneeth to speak about everybody. He spoke about Nihal also. He made fun about Nihal keeping Bajaj as a centerpiece. But eventually, what I felt is when you make a joke about someone and you keep someone else as centerpiece, you're making joke about both the people. But see the confidence Nihal and Bajaj have. Yeah, Bajaj is saying that, "Arey yaar, what a crazy guy Praneeth is. He showed door to Nihal." But Nehal, on the other hand, feels that what a funny Praneeth was. He did whatever he did, but it was more targeted to Abhishek, not me. These guys are overconfident. I think these guys are similar to each other, yeah. But the only difference is the color and the body size. But I think these both are similar mindset also because see, na, he's thinking, oh, Nehal was put down. Nehal is thinking that Abhishek was put down. So I don't know who was put down because these both were put down, but eventually they thought what they had to. Now Zishan, I think Zishan was the one who got targeted. He was told Komalika he can do only podcast because Zishan doesn't listen to anybody. He only says he normally says मैं घर लेके जाऊंगा. So I think he will own an auto rickshaw. People will own a Mercedes and all that, but he will only own an auto rickshaw. These were the few lines for Zishan. I think by the time he came to Zishan, he was tired. His comedy timings had lost his tuning or something. So I think he did what he had to, but eventually I don't think he did so much of justice, but I think he did a bigger show. Maybe Big Boss might have cut and shot and shown it to us. So I think he did his job well. So Praneeth actually nailed it well, but Praneeth does great when he's on stage. Whatever, I don't know what he does when he's not on stage. And I think with Zishan, he did speak in Marathi also. So he did try to get his Marathi audience there, and he said that, he said something like this: if you fry my head, I will make sure that I don't leave you here. I leave you to the or doorsteps. Something like this he said. Now this is going to excite his Marathi audience, but the problem is this will excite his Marathi audience. But what about the other set of audience? Because these days there is a lot of issues happening, like speaking Marathi, speaking Hindi, speaking Kannada, speaking Bengali, and all these issues are there happening in India. So what happens is certain people will get disinterested with you because you're trying to portray one community only. Let's see. People are very different. People might like this. A lot of Marathi people will get together to support Praneeth. A lot of people will say, no, yeah, I think this is something we want to avoid. We want to see this show for fun. It could be a variety of people having variety of thoughts. Okay. Now, after that piece, I think Tanya was the one who had, I think, a good set of piece. She did speak well and she said a lot many things. But she did mention her 150 bodyguards. She did mention that she has an house. She has a wardrobe bigger than this house. Then she did mention that Praneeth is a person who's not even put a thela but gets what jealous of the factory that she owns. And then I think she did mention that in Madhya Pradesh she has a sand ka uh, Karkhana, Kuwa, something like that, a mountain or something like that, sand ka mountain or some hole with sand or something like, a gold mine, you say, so she has a sand mine. This is what she did say. So I want to tell Tanya. Tanya is the one who is superficial, who is making big dialogues, trying to play victim card. She knows what she does. And I think a one who's not on the television, she knows she's a 2 million follower. But conversation like she has 150 bodyguards. I think she doesn't understand. I don't know. She has 150. I will surely say she won't have 150 bodyguards. If she had, she would remember certain people's name very often. I think she's including everybody that is along with her, who's working with her as a bodyguard. To think, I'm just trying to understand. If a person keeps 150 bodyguard, how many house helps she will keep? How many cooks she will keep? How many cleaners she will keep? How many employees she will keep? Someone who's like this will keep so many people, and I want to understand what does bodyguard do? Even Salman Bhai or Shahrukh also doesn't have 150 bodyguards there. Yeah, they I think hardly have 20, 25, 30 who are in use. Otherwise, what is the use of having bodyguards sitting and what are they going to watch you? 150 people is not less. Yeah, together they can kidnap you and scam you money. And 150 bodyguards are to be paid something or the other or not? Or is it something that my house is there and in the entire my house is there, so I've just decided the fact that, oh, I have 150 bodyguards. I don't think she has 150 bodyguards at all. So big ministers don't have 150 bodyguards. What is she talking about? I think I don't think, yeah, this is such a lie that Tanya does and speak, and that's shit. And then she's saying she has a wardrobe bigger than this house. That can't happen. Because if she has a wardrobe bigger than this house, then there are a lot many things she would have carried. Yeah, there was this lady who's come from Delhi last season. She had some fancy bags and some fancy clothes, and she wanted to change clothes. She knew about food, so many things. When you have so much of money, you're going to invest on knowing certain food. You're going to invest on certain knowledge. You're not going to do this, and then she's doing bartan. She's just faking it, faking to making, faking it till you make it. Wala scene what she does. And then she said that she wants to become a neta. No, neta is the person who leta hai. Now, I don't know Tanya would take what, but eventually the netas are the ones who take what they have to. So she wants to become neta. Think na, she doesn't want to be a social activist. She doesn't want to do. But when she's doing so great in your business, you want to grow your business. Why would you want to become a neta? Yaar? I don't understand. When you're doing so great and you have 150 people, trust me, if she stands na for election, she will become like Ejaz Khan, where Ejaz Khan got 60 or 80 votes. I think the people he hangs out with and he says, मेरे को कितने भाई, like he normally says Ejaz bhai, Ejaz Khan says he knows more than so many people know him. But the fact is, 150 people, the same bodyguards will also not vote her. If she has 150 bodyguards, I'm very confused to understand. If she has 150 bodyguards, she's going to have 10,000 employees like that. And I think somewhere I saw in the live she was saying that she meets people who have a net worth of 50,000 crore. I think in India there would be more than 1,000 to 2,000 companies who have 50,000 crore net worth here. Trust me, there are so many, and in Bombay there would be more than 100, 200 here. So 50,000 crore as a network is nothing here. And there are so many people. I think there would be more than 10,000 or 20,000 or 1 lakh companies with 100 crore as net worth. There will be, I'm sure. So this is what it is, yeah. So I think Tanya is faking till you make it, but she has a side. She sometimes becomes smart. She sometimes becomes stupid. It's her choice. Let's see what she does. Good to her or not. Okay. After that, I think Mridul piece was not great. He was trying to convey the fact that uh, the benefits of having a Firang Bahu. Huh? And he did mention so many things, but I think that was not great. Yeah. I think he's sticking to the fact that Salman Bhai mentioned Natalia and that sequence that they did. So he's sticking to the fact that this is something is working, so he needs to stick around with that, and he's doing that many jokes, which is not going to enjoy. Like I'll tell you, there's a saying when you eat when you want to eat an ice cream, the first ice cream tastes good, the second item will taste much more, the third ice cream might taste much more, but the fourth you will feel dull, fifth will be less, the 10th ice cream you will feel like, why are you eating ice cream? This is what happens. So when they did it for the first time, you enjoyed that masti. Second time, okay. Third time, fourth time, fifth time is just gonna reduce the interest. Like the same thing what Tanya is trying to do. 150 bodyguard, 150 bodyguard, and then she's saying, I'm not said it, I'm not said it. But saying multiple times is just gonna irritate people later, and eventually she's gonna lose her audience, because you have to give. If you are such a wonderful person, you need to get more content. You can't be sticking to one thing. Yeah, I have done one thing. I have done one great thing. What? I have done this thing. She's just claiming everywhere, she's saved so many policemen, this and that. I don't know, yeah, she has or not, because I think such are false claims, but you never know till you don't know it. So yeah, so I think after that, I think who was there? And I think then Aves did a nice dance. He did that step, sorry, this way, na, something, some this step. It was fun, but I think they had to make use of Aves, because Aves was not making use of his talent, not making use of his social media presence, not making use of anything. I think he's got some followers which were not required, because Aves as a person, oh, I Vivek, Abhinav Vivek, guaranteed. So Aves is one of the person who is in this show with 30 million followers. Now with 30 million followers, he's such an amazing dancer. Now being a dancer, having such followers, see his personality is nothing. These guys are made, have received fame by doing something or the other, have danced with some great amount of people. But what is happening? And then apart from that is, yeah, Vivek, I've seen that Ashnur and Bajaj are the new love couple, but I think Bajaj is so dumb that he's gonna pull Ashnur down here. Matlab, I don't like Bajaj at all. I'm being very honest. And matlab, you just Ashnur is a pretty girl. I think she could do much better. She's also a little smarter than 100% more smarter than Bajaj. But I think Bajaj falling for Ashnur, or Ashnur falling for Bajaj is very stupid. Yeah. I don't think. I think she could do much better. There would be much better boys coming, and Ashnur can like. There could be a Shabazz, and he can fall in love with Ashnur, yeah, and that would be more fun than watching Mr. Bajaj. Amara Bajaj Alag Andaz wala is not that great. So I think. So let's come back to our topic. Thank you, Vivek, for your comments here. Now I just want to come back to this topic that after the entire Bigg Boss show got over, Gaurav did mention few things, which I agree. Today when Gaurav did mention some people, I'll be very honest, I like Amal. I like Amal because his comedy timing is good. His personality we don't know, so let's see with time. But I like Amal. Then I do like Basir also, but Basir is little here and there. You don't know. He can actually do good or he can do extreme bad. Then I think I also like Amal. Yeah, I think these two are the ones I'm currently liking. Otherwise, I like Tanya also, not for the fact that I like Tanya for the fact that she has very good opinions. Whenever she's having opinions, I like her, but most of her stories are a little fake, bro. Matlab, this is very clear from me, my side, that you know, her approach saying that 150 bodyguards and all that is fake. But I like Tanya's opinion. Whenever she's standing strong, she has a strong opinion, right points also. But other times when she's in the cocoon, her points are not valid. Yeah. So that is I like Tanya as well, right? So I think these are the three people that I'm currently liking: Amal, Tanya, and Basir. So let's get back to Zishan. Now in the entire sequence got over, and Gaurav did mention that Tanya did well. Uh, okay, so Abhinav, because you are the only one who's here right now, I do want to mention that Basir looks fake. But Basir is the one who's done a lot of reality. So we have seen Basir. I've seen Basir in Roadies. Seen Basir in Ace of Space. I've seen Basir. So he is like this. He speaks little English, little Hindi. He's little Hyderabadi. This is the thing that he does. He's gonna put out some chick. He's gonna fall in love with someone. He's gonna have a relationship, and he's gonna break that relationship after the show. This is something that is most likely to happen. But he's gonna be a little smart. He's gonna take a stand. He's gonna have his voice out. Which, if he does in the right way, he's gonna look good. But if he's gonna stay with the Zishan Bhai, he's gonna go down the drain. I think Basir, Amal are the ones who are gonna shine in this show. Because see, the other side, the group is made. Now, if you see the other side, there is Ashnur, Bajaj, Gaurav is also that side, Praneeth, all that people are trying to survive. Now, because they wanted to survive, Gaurav will become their leader. But I don't know Gaurav will become or not. But Zishan is going to play individual or he's going to create a group here. But I think Basir and Amal are the ones who I think will do good. Tanya also doesn't need a group, but if she plays in a group, she's going to look bad and she's going to agree to a lot of things which she shouldn't do. Okay. So coming back to our review, guys, let me finish the review, Abhinav, and I'll reply to most of your things. Yeah. So yeah, so Basir lately he's having fun banter with Farhana, but he doesn't like her for sure, which he also mentioned, which I also know. But Amal is worried. Amal is saying that before you fall in love with her, because sometimes you fool so much that you start falling in love with someone. So Amal did mention that if you are gonna fall in love with her, I rather want to be out of this show before you fall in love with her, which I agree. If Basir falls for Farhana, I think Basir is gonna get a lot of dislike because Farhana is not the girl, yeah. But Basir, I don't know, by fishing, he might fish the wrong fish and fall for it. You never know. But a lot of people are worried that Basir might fall for Farhana, but I don't think Farhana is the girl that you would want to fall for. But maybe Basir might not have some any contestant because Nihal is someone who's very weird, and then there is only Farhana. So I don't know. Doing all this, he might fall into some trap because he's doing a lot many things in today's episode, is what I have heard. He's washing her clothes and this and that. So you never know, yeah, if he's washing and all, you never know where he's getting to. But currently, I don't know. He genuinely will not like her. But I like one fact of Basir. I'll be very honest. When he did the Hyderabadi accent, na, which was funnier. So I tell you, Hyderabadi when they get rowdy, it I don't like the rowdy style. But when they get human, when they do that the love kind of a conversation when they are talking Hyderabadi or when they're doing comedy, I do like that. Yeah, so I like Hyderabadi when they're doing comedy and all, but not other things. Yeah. Huh. So yeah, right. He's just making tricks to not fight with Farhana, but eventually he's gonna fight with Farhana because Farhana is gonna give him the limelight. He understands, but he does understand that he knows he needs to do things in the day, fall in love with her, give her a cake, fall in love with her, give her a cake, because this is gonna make him visible on the screen because others are not doing content. What is the content everybody was giving? Yesterday there was hardly any content, and Zishan is worried about Basir. But lately, when Amal was not there, who's he's friends with, he started saying that, see, Aves has great followers, he'll not go. Mridul has great followers, he'll not go. Then Tanya and Konika are giving content, they'll not go. So he is somewhere thinking that Amal will go. Trust me, Amal will not go out of this house, and this week no one will go. Because the fact that Amal is the person which Bigg Boss was unsure that he will be in this house or no. So getting him in this house is such a big thing for them. Why would they throw him out of the house? He's gonna come with minimum guarantee. If not minimum guarantee, he's gonna survive. So he's gonna go a long way. I think Amal eventually with time now one two weekend बाद Salman Bhai will suna him, and when he will suna him, Amal will get refreshed, will get active, and will perform. I think Amal has the possibility of winning this show, because he will pick up. Ha. Abhinav, give me a few minutes, sir. You are doing a lot of comments. I just want to reply to you all. I'm just going to finish in 2 minutes and I'll just get back to all your points. Huh? So I think Gaurav did mention about the housewife thing. Trust me, what my mom does work. My mom, like as an housewife, my mom does whatever work from so many years. I've tried to help her many times, but I can't even match her pace. I can't even match her work. Yeah, she does some fabulous work. Her cooking skills are nice, and the worst thing is she can't retire. She's 60 and she's never retired. She makes such amazing food. I love every food that she makes. But if I try to help her, I can't even manage half an hour or more. So I think mothers, housewife, women are the ones who are doing great work at home and not getting paid for so many years. And normally we have pension, or we get something, or we get some investment made, but for them, they are the ones who don't get anything. So I think a lot of respect to all the moms and the housewives who are doing some great work at home. Give a lot of love to them, because try to washing the burtan, you will eventually not like it. Try cooking sometime, try cutting vegetables. It's so hard, yeah, it's very hard for me. So yeah, so I think that's the review for today. Let's talk to Abhinav. He's the one who's mentioned a lot. I don't like Basir because he looks fake to me. Abhinav, I agree to your fact that he can look fake to many people, but let's give him time. I just hope that he'll do better. But eventually, he can pick up some good character, or he can become extreme, like a weird person also. So you never know, yeah. So not all he just made tricks to fight with Farhan. I agree with that. I don't know, but I believe even the mature audience can easily understand Nihal is so fake. See, Nihal started looking very, problematic to me, because her conversation is all about food and Bajaj, and she gets angry and she loses her senses. There are better ways to make someone understand. And you're trying to explain Bajaj, who's anyways people. I don't think people are liking him. Yeah? Huh? Maybe most of the time he's saying hood pay, heat pay, tent pay, chat pay, but I don't think people are gonna like his personality for everything. So I don't know. And Nihal is fighting with him and calling him brainless, and then she's doing stupidity. You teach him once, you teach him twice. You don't fall behind him to teach him every day. Yeah. So I think that's where Nihal is doing wrong. I too believe Amal has potential to win. And even Tanya, I wish Amal and Tanya makes a group. I'll be very honest, Amal and Tanya will never not become a group. Amal has the potential to win the show. Tanya won't. Yeah. I'll be very honest, Abhinav. Don't take me wrong, but Tanya will not win this show. Yeah, because she is not a main character. Amal has a main character vibe, but Tanya doesn't have a main character vibe. Eventually she starts taking stand by herself, then it is great. But you know what is happening with Tanya? She's strong at certain points, and for most of the time she's weak. And she wants to also maintain with Zishan, this and that, because people want to maintain a lot of relationship with a lot of people, is why they're gonna fall flat on their face. This is gonna make them weak, and this is not gonna give them a main character. Like Gaurav is trying to be a main character, he's trying to give a main character vibe, but Gaurav is currently not doing that. But eventually become the captain of the weakest team. I'm telling you, Gaurav will become the captain of the weakest team. Zishan Bhai is gonna cross that line. I'm telling you, Zishan is the person with whom you stick, you're gonna land in problem. There are certain friends who fight, and because of, if you get into their fight, you will start looking wrong. This is what's going to happen with Zishan. So anybody who's not going to be on the Zishan side are obviously going to look wrong. This is very clear. No, no, I don't think she'll end up the show like Rajat Dalal. She'll go a long way, but she's not going to win the show. I think she can be in the top five kind of contestant, but not winning the show. Because see, there is Basir, there is Gaurav, there is Amal. Three boys are there. Then I think Ashnur will also go a long way. And I don't know if Aves and they don't pick up their personality, then I think fifth one will be Tanya. So this fourth I am seeing. Tanya will go. Ashnur will also go a long way. Gaurav is there. He is eventually going to put, like, people are going to push until there are more contestants coming from outside. But I think if you take five people, Tanya, Basir, Amal, Gaurav, Ashnur, these are the people that I think will go on the top five. So not like Rajat Dalal, she will go a long way, but she is gonna get in. She's gonna get recognition. Yeah, Tanya will. You will see in her some show. She can become a Komalika later. She can. But a lot of her stories are fake. Huh? Anybody that agrees to me knows that Tanya's. I'll tell you a very simple example. If she has 150 bodyguards, she might 200 helpers, 300 cooks, 1,000 employees. It could be like that, yeah. And her personality is not like that, because when I'm seeing her washing vessels, if you're not done the first time, you would not be able to clean the sink and all. I've seen her doing that on the live. So I don't think she's just making it to making it. Whether she's been a model. I've seen some of the pictures also. She's been a model. She's done a pageant and all also. She's done all that also. So it's not that she's not done all of it. She knows everything. She's just, and think now, if someone who's so rich will buy so many followers, you get to buy followers like nuts and pieces. I know so many people who have bought followers here. You can just buy them and grow. So for them, yeah. So I think that's the review for today, guys. Please like, love, and subscribe. Abhinav, if you can like, great. If you can subscribe, very great. If you do not agree to most of my thing, you can dislike or unfollow me as well. I have no regrets about that. But I do this English version for people across the world, so that they watch a lot of Hindi, but for them, they prefer English. So this is a review which I do only for them in English. I also do an Hindi version, which you can see on my live this thing. There's an Hindi review as well, and English for all the people across the globe. And good night, and let's catch up for the new episode. and I'll do the live later within an hour or two for the today's episode. Thank you guys. Bye. Thank you, Abhinav. No, no, she did mention. Acha, 1 minute. Abhinav, she did mention yesterday in that poetry also. She mentioned, yeah, Basir, if you wanting to give me food, you remember? She mentioned that she has 150 bodyguards. Yeah, she did mention, Abhinav. So yeah, that's it. So thank you, Abhinav, for joining us today. Thank you for your comments. I'm happy that you had so many questions to ask, and it's great. You also are a great follower. You can also do reviews because you also have your own opinions about so many characters, and I think you're much aligned to the show. So I think, yeah, thank you for such comments. It does help us to grow, and I also appreciate that because I had the first person to come on my chat to write so many things earlier. Like last season I had some few people commenting, but this is the first time I think I have someone on my chat to mention so many things. Thank you, Abhinav. Have a great day to you as well, and let's watch the episode for today. Thank you, guys. Bye.